Good day everyone, I'm Chas Clement Vida, sir. I'm from Monday Cleaners or Group 1. I'm from grade 12 Pascal and we're going to report these lessons as closest way possible in the personal development guide module. So please bear with us.
I am Jill Manalastas and this is Understanding a Teenage Relationship. Way back when civilization has just begun, people were already interacting through different forms of behavior as this was necessary for their survival. Up until now, people still value belongingness as this plays a big part in creating our own identity. This behavior helps us to grow as an individual and understand more the different relationships we establish towards one another. These are the different types of relationships. First is the personal relationship. This refers to the close and tight connection we have towards people whom we formed an emotional bonds and interaction. Usually, this is formed through a mutual and shared experiences. Next is the family relationships. This refers to the connection we have to the people who has a blood or paper relations to us. Usually, this relationship plays a big and vital role into shaping our identity as these people often becomes an example of who we are. Next is the friendships. These are people who we don't have any blood relations, yet we feel connected to them as they gain our mutual trust, respect, and care. Usually, these are the people whom we interact with and share our thoughts and feelings.
Hi, I'm Yuna Ravello.
And I'm Jenny Del Puerto.
Romantic relationships.
Romance is everywhere. We see it depicted in movies, television shows, and advertisements. Here in music, we read about it in literature, astrology, and even fortune cookies. Although there isn't really one clear definition, romantic love is most often thought of as a combination of attraction and idealization that can result in a form of bonded relationship. Romance or romantic love is a feeling of love or a strong attraction towards another person, and the courtship behaviors undertaken by an individual to express those overall feelings and resultant emotions.
A romantic relationship exists in all types of sexuality, spouses or live-in partners.
Arguments and disagreements occur in romantic relationships sometimes, and these arguments can be overcome through effective communication, understanding, and compromise. In other cases, both may be together for many years or may stay together for the rest of their lives. And successful romantic relationships are built on love, trust, respect, support, acceptance, and end up with marriage. And for those young teenagers out there are various kinds of physical contact that is not appropriate. These include prolonged cuddling and holding, kissing on the lips, and sexual intercourse. And premarital sex is unacceptable. Kamikusi, understanding personal relationship. It is said that every relationship is a two-way traffic, which means that all parties have to give and take. Personal relationship is practically the kind of relationship we have with our family, friends, and partners in our life. The first one is what we call platonic, a close friendship without sex. And platonic characterized by acceptance, respect, support, and care. The second one is romantic, feelings of love and attraction through commitment or infatuation. And romantic characterized by often burn hot at the same time, feeling of trust, commitment grow. Third one is toxic, an unhealthy relationship that harms us emotionally and physically. And toxic characterized by blaming, jealousy, disrespect, and a lack of support. And that's all. Thank you.
Marian Alvarado, affection. Affection is one of human beings' greatest emotion. There's a lot of passion but more conveyed in an intimate partnership with a compatible partner. Some suggest that early childhood begins to develop the capacity to create a healthy relationship. In the end of a relationship, there's such a significant mental trauma. What is personal relationship? Personal relationship is a form of relationship that is closely linked to a person and it can only be important to that person. The three kinds of personal relationship is privacy and intimacy are the two attributes describing a personal relationship and level of commitment to another person.
Impersonal relationship is a commitment to an organization, a principle, or a purpose. Attraction is a force that unites people and can grow into attachment and eventually leads to a commitment. Here are some of the examples that you need to Here are the attractions that you need to remember. First is physical attraction is based on your instinct. Most people would claim that they are attracted to someone after a few seconds of their first encounter rather. Heterosexuals tend to be attracted to those men with traditionally masculine features including muscle body, straight nose, square jaw, and narrow eyes. These physical properties often include higher testosterone level that are common among alpha males. A second one is physical attraction does not necessarily can lead into a good relationship. According to Dr. Margaret Paul, an expert in a relationship who has PhD in psychology, and about how well a relationship performs that can lead to a feeling about abandonment, says that the first physical attraction is a very poor indicator. Number 3 is platonic attraction is important. You also consider how trustworthy he or she seems to be and how loving he or she is, in addition to how physically attractive your future partner is.
I'm Michael S. Ochabilio. Here are some of the attractions that you need to remember. 4. The unattainable is attractive. It will still be attractive to someone we consider out of the league because they are ideal. We could be producing these frustrating crushes. Thus, loving yourself and patience is the most important thing because it's impossible to genuinely love someone else without loving yourself first.
The impacts of romantic relationship, reported by Lorraine Lagura. The impacts of romantic relationship is generalized as good or bad to the adolescent stage. Positive outcomes enhance self-esteem, popularity, and can also reduce stress level, while the negative outcome includes the substance use, involvement in delicate behavior, sexual health risks, and unplanned pregnancy. Why is it important to consider the impact of romantic relationship of the young people's lives? Young people say that romantic relationships and experience whether it is real potential or being fantasized for many of their strong emotions, both positive and negative. Young people spend a lot of time thinking and talking about romantic relationship, whether the focus is on past relationship or the potential future relationship, even when they are single. In addition to having a major impact on a young person's day-to-day lives, romantic relationship impact significantly on their going emotional and social development.
Attraction, proximity, and similarity contribute to relationship building, and reciprocity and self-disclosure are critical for sustaining relationship. Research indicates that some commonly attractive characteristics in women include wide eyes, high cheekbones, a thin jawline, a slim build, and a lower waist-to-hip ratio. Attractive features of men include being tall, having broader shoulders, and a small waist. Facial and body symmetry are commonly seen more attractive than asymmetric individuals. Female partners considered attractive include comfort, empathy, and social skills. Men desirable characteristics, competence, leadership, abilities, and work skills. People tend to choose someone they see as their equal in physical attractiveness and social desirability. If you believe you are particularly unattractive, even if you are not, you would probably be looking for partners fairly unattractive. Okay.
Love is sometimes characterized by intimacy, which is sharing of details, emotions, and intimate thoughts. Sternberg states that a healthy relationship will all have the three components of love: intimacy, passion, and commitment, which are described as consummate love.
Paul McMaster. Filipino society has set standards for terribly unacceptable way to demonstrate someone's attractions against those who are practically acceptable. Filipino culture has bound to believe that a decent display of someone's feeling is also a must to be considered as accepted by the society. It is a major disappointment that anyone who fails to follow these standards will be classified as poorly educated by the society or the community, or how one's parents fail in parenting. The Republic Act 11313, otherwise known as the Safe Space Act, intentionally prohibits indecent and unlawful acts of expression. This RA broadens the scope of the RA 7877 or the Anti-Harassment Act of 1995. This law recognizes that sexual harassment occurs in the workplace, education, and training environments and penalizes persons who have authority, influence, and moral status of those institutions who commit prohibited acts of sexual harassment.
What makes a healthy and acceptable expressions of attractions? Number 1, mutual respect. Will he or she get to know how smart and why you are smart? Will your partner listen to you when you say you are not happy and doing something and then instantly back off?
Respect in a partnership means that each partner trusts and respects the weakness of each other and will never question them. Number 2, trust. You talk to a classmate and your partner wonders about, is he going to lose his cool? Because he knows you are never going to cheat on him. Jealousy is a common feeling, but how a person reacts when he feels jealous is what matters. Though you trust each other, there is no guarantee that you will have a healthy relationship.
So what makes a healthy and acceptable expression of attraction? Number 3, honesty. This goes together with confidence. When one of you is not honest, it is difficult to trust another. When you're honest with someone, it tells them that you can trust her or her things and they say. It helps them to know that you believe their promises and commitments.
Number 4, support.
It is not only in the difficult times that you should be supported by your partner. Even in your best, you should be still support each other. And when time gets tough,
Your partner should still be there to hug and support.
5, fairness or equality. It is a give and take in this relationship. It is a 50-50 split, means that each person gives the exact amount of themselves, fully. Partners base their giving on sameness and equality rather than the needs of the relationship. Number 6, separate identities. You had your own lives when you started out your family, and that should not change. You should not have the feeling that you are losing yourself. You should not pretend to like even if it's not, and give up something that you love. Two independent people to come together while keeping their own space and interests intact. 7, good communication. Make your message clear so that your partner hears it accurately and understands what you mean. Don't keep emotion locked up. If you need some time to think about before you are ready to talk, the right person will give you some space to do that.
10 things that are unacceptable in any relationship.
Every relationship has its ups and downs. But if your partner consistently does the following, it might be time to think twice. Number 1, cheating. If you are committed, monogamous relationship, cheating should be out of the question. Your partner says they will never cheat again, and they do. Likely, they will continue to break your trust. Cheating is a choice. It is not a mistake.
Number 2, putting you down. No one has the right to make you feel bad about yourself. Whether blatant or subtle, if your partner criticizes your look, hair, laugh, intelligence, or anything goes beyond, they're not worth your time.
Hi, I'm Cyril Albania. 10 things that are unacceptable in any relationship. Number 3, not supporting your dreams. In a relationship, you should be each other's cheerleaders.
You and your partner should support each other when one of you are struggling.
Number 4, controlling. You should have a life outside of your relationship, away from your partner. You should not always follow what your partner wants you to do. Number 5, lack of communication. Having lack of communication with your partner will lead to misunderstandings. Number 6, unnecessary sacrifices. Compromise is a must in a relationship. But if you feel like you're giving up everything while your significant other is sacrificing nothing, something's not right with the relationship. Number 7, unreliability. When you're with someone who doesn't come to your aid when you needed them the most. If they are not there for you when you needed them, you should think twice, why are you with them? Number 8, forgetting the memorable day. It is normal for us to forget sometimes, but your significant other should be able to remember the things that are important to you. Number 9, self-destruction. If you are with someone who are in rough situations and they are engaging in destructive behavior that is negatively affecting you, and they refuse to seek for help, you might consider leaving them. Number 10, not caring about friends and family. When you want to build a life with someone, you have to accept every part of them,
including the people they care about. Your partner not making an effort to get to know your loved ones can cause a major strain on your relationship.